how do we use Crate? This is a beginner guide for most of the basic stuff on how to use Crate. So I hope you guys like it. And make sure to like and subscribe to see more videos on how to do Crate in the advanced way and automating it too. So, yeah. Let's get on with the video. The first part we have here is SU, FU or FE, the wrench, the goggles, and RPM. RPM is rotations per minute. SU is stress units. Forge units, FU or FE is forge units or forge energy. This we will talk about in a whole different video. The wrench, hold on, grab an example here, this work? Can I rotate this? Yes. The wrench allows you to rotate blocks, as you can see. And if you shift right click, you can break it. The goggles allow you to see extra information like the rotation speeds and the stress. And here, if you press W, you are able to see a 3D model of what this does. Feel free to take screenshots of these too. Feel free to take screenshots of these as well. Now over here, we have a cog and a big cog. Now in order to make a lot of these, you need an alloy, you need andesite casing, which takes andesite alloy, and a stripped oak log. Now when you right click on the stripped oak log with the andesite alloy, you get andesite casing. With andesite casing you are able to make the andesite casing like this. You're able to make the andesite casing. Now, it takes 2 alloy to make a shaft, which is how you make the water wheel. Screenshot this if you need to. With the big water wheel, it takes 8 oak logs and 1 water wheel. Now the water has to be flowing left or right. As you can see here, it can flow left, and you can also have it flow right. You can have the water wheels flow on the floor, or you can have the water wheel spin on the floor by the water going in one direction, as you can see here. Now, let's clean the mess up here. Now, you might see this big square here that resembles something like the andesite casing. This square right here is a shaft. You can use the shaft to connect more water wheels, like this. Now, if we take our, I don't even have it, great. I'm amazing at planning this stuff, aren't I? Our stressometer, we can see that it is 768 stress units. With our speedometer, it is 8 rotations per minute, which means every minute this creates 8 rotations. Now, We can also do the same thing with the big water wheel here as well. So we can see here, we put this here. This is 4 rotations per minute. Now, you might be wondering, well, why is it 4 rotations per minute? That's because this one is spinning faster. This one is spinning faster than this one. Because this one is spinning slower, it is creating slower rotations per minute. Now, if we take the stressometer, you can see that this one is creating 1,000 stress units, while this one is creating 768. Now you might be wondering, because this is spinning faster, you might think, well, why isn't this one creating more than this one? That's because stress units and rotation speed are 2 different things. Even though this one is spinning faster, this one is creating bigger rotation speed, I guess you could say, than this one. Which is why this one is able to create more, as we can see here with just one. Even though it's spinning slower, it creates more SU than just one of these. Now, if we come over here, I actually kind of need this, hang on. I need this as well. Now, if we come over here and we take pretty much any sort of ingot, just throw it under there, and we turn this hand crank, it turns into a golden sheet. We can do the same thing with iron, pressing it down, and it turns into an iron sheet, and you can do this with a couple more ingots. Now, this is a windmill. This uses the wind to create kinetic stress speed, or stress units. You right click it. You right click it, and the higher these go, the more stress units it will create. Now, with this, you are able to do many things like automate a mixer. Now, over here, if you look over here, as you can see, the higher it goes, the more stress it makes. This is 8,000. This is 8,192 stress units. And this is one of the best ways to create power in early game for automation. Now, if we look here, we can see that, well, let's cover the belt first, I guess. We never even really covered the cogs and gears and stuff. Hold on, I'm moving way too fast. Sorry, guys. So sorry about that. So yeah, I need the water wheel. Jesus, excuse me. So yeah, we see here we can direct this power going left or right, as you can see here, but we cannot do this way at all. As you can see, it won't spin. Now the shaft direct the stress units through it to another thing. For example, if we have a cog wheel, from the water mill or the water wheel will send the stress units to the large cog, which then we are able to do this. Now, interesting enough, we cannot, hang on, we can't do something like this because it is too far away, and we can't even place it right here. See, it's still too far away, but if we place one right here, it is just close enough. Now this also works for the small cog wheel, but interesting enough, as we showed over here, how the big cog wheel wasn't able to connect with each other. The small cog wheel can, and you can create a chain going down. You can create a chain going down, left, or right, or even up. Interesting enough, you can use the large cog wheel and connect it like this, as you can see here. Now this also works with the large windmill, with the large water wheel too. And yes, and it will work with this too, as you can see here. We right click this. Why aren't you working? It's not. Okay, whatever. Right, let's talk about belts or item transportation. As we can see here, if we connect something like this, we can create a belt. Now, you don't need to do this to do this. As you can see, it doesn't really work that well. All you have to do is just have a belt, and you can continuously do this. And if you break the end of it, it'll break that section part that you just broke. Now, if we come here, we do something like, hang on, if we use our gearbox, then use the wrench. If we use our gearbox, use the wrench, we have an opening here, which means we are able to do this, and then do hello, hang on. This. Oh, I'm stupid, that's why. If we do something like this, then like this. Oh my god, not like this, not like this. Something facing this way like this, facing like this. Then we take this and connect this. As you can see, this shaft will spin this way. Now, the belt is able to carry items like a stack. It takes a stack maximum, and you cannot place another item in that spot. You cannot place another item on top of each other. It has to wait for its spot. You can right click it to pick it up, and it will move players as well. And interesting enough, the gearbox can turn things clockwise and counterclockwise. Now with the belt, if we take a shoe, hang on, I'm missing majority of everything I need here. The shoe, we have the fan. It's taking a lot of thinking. Oh my god. Where is the shoe? No. What is it called? Oh, a duct, I think. No, it's not a duct. Okay. What is going on? Where is the... Is it an item? Item... No way it's an item hatch, no. Where is it? Where is it? No way it's the item hatch, right? Can't be. Oh my god, I'm dumb. Alright, so with the funnel, we are... Hang on, we're jumping a little ahead here. I need a chest. Benji, be... Okay, never mind. So with our chute, we can do this. We drop an item into here. It ends up in here. Now we can do the exact same thing like this or like this. We have a chest on top and we put an item in here and it will go into here. Wait, where's... Oh yeah. Here, we right click this. We can put a chest in here. As you can see, item move downward contains chest. Now we can right click it to take it out, and if there is no space below, it won't do anything. So break a block and the item will drop. You can also connect... Oh my god. You can connect hoppers like this. As you can see, you can decorate, not hoppers, the chutes. You can decorate the chutes. You can decorate the chutes like this. You place an item in here, you can see it fall down, and it ends up into here. Now, with the belt, the chute is like a hopper. You can place it right here pretty much with a chest below. We place like an item onto here. We can see it goes into here. As long as the shoe or hopper is block level with each other, it will work and dump it into the chest. Now what we can also do is the belt itself acts as a block that is able allows the chute to pull items down into it. Another great example and another way to import items onto a belt would be with a funnel. So if we have a chest facing towards our belt, then we place a funnel here, and we put an item into here. We can import. As you can see, it sucks it into the chest, or we can do that same thing like this. Chain, as you can see, it's still facing this way, so we can use the wrench to change whatever way it's going. And we can do it the easy way, where we can just toss an item into here. You see it flows down. And if we have a chute here, you see as it moves, it'll fall into the chute, like so. We can pick it up, grab it, or whatever. Now with this, you can also move items up. So for example, if I have a... Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, one more thing. If we have a chute like this, then we do this, it will suck an item in. But because of the belt is moving this way, it's pushing towards it, so we'd have to invert the belt to face a different way. So yeah. So with that, oh yeah, and with this chest, you can create a basic automation system as so, or a semi-auto smelting system that we will talk about here in a second. So if we just, for example, we do this, it's moving downwards. We have like a chest up here with our dirt. And then we can decorate it, do whatever. And we drop our items into here. It flows down. Then we can have a chute here. And I believe you can't have one facing this way. You have to have one facing down. As you can see, it ends up into here. Now, another cool thing that we are able to do, for example, if you wanted to stop your semi-automation process, you can also have a clutch here with a lever, and when you flick this lever, it stops it. It'll stop this side from having power, keeping all the power stored here. But as soon as we turn it off, it allows the belt to continue to move. Now, another cool thing that we are able to do, let me get rid of all of this, is with our where's the fan? Here's the fan. We have the encased fan. As you can see, it's spinning. So what we want to do is have something like this. As you can see, the fans will suck inwards. It'll suck items towards it. Now there is different what is it called? Forging, I guess you could say, with lava, the sulfire and regular campfire, and water. Now, as you can see here with the campfire, and I think we have to change the Alright, so, as you can see, we look here, yep. We have 4 different types. This one can cook food. So if we have like a raw piece of chicken, to grab a few blocks here because it'll push the item out of its range. Interesting enough. So we can cook chicken, smelt items. Now I believe the soul sand one turns items. Yeah, as you can see, it's smelting. That's cooking. That the sand will turn into soul sand, and I think if we throw gravel into the water one, it will turn. It'll give you, I think, sand and iron nuggets. What does it give you? Oh yeah, it gives you an iron nugget. Okay, so yeah. This is what you're able to do with that. So, yeah. Stay tuned for the next part.